Stop number 31 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Dover Downs International Raceway in Dover, Delaware, as we are here for the running of the Tax Slayer 400, as we are down to the final 10 races of the season, and the points battle is getting hot and heavy. In going into this race at Dover, only 4 points, yep, count them, 4 points, separate 1 and 2 in the points chase between the leader Jessica Shelton and new second place runner Dylan Young. It's getting pretty hairy right now, and Chelsea Bowles actually is, I think, just less than 100 points behind Shelton in the third spot. Going into this race here at Dover Downs International Speedway, the track that chews up cars and spits them out, and that's what Dover Downs basically is. And let's get the starting line for today's running of this event. It's an all Childress Chevrolet front row. As a matter of fact here, Dylan Poteet, car number 31, the Goodwrench Mom and Pop Chevrolet, is the pole sitter at 169 miles per hour. He'll be alongside the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Chicagoland winner Michael Norman. He's alongside. Row number 2 has Benjamin Miles and number 27 Kodiak Pontiac. He'll be alongside Ryan George, the winner at North Wilkesboro and the second Richmond event, the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30. Row 3 has Dylan Young, number 2 in the point chase by 4 behind Shelton. He's won this season at Rockingham and at Kentucky this year in the Miller Genuine Draft 4, car number 2. He'll be alongside Johnny Gardner, the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. Next row down has Seth Cole in the fourth row in the 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. He'll be alongside the Ketchup Mobile, car number 57, the Heinz Pontiac of Kev Shearer, winner at Richmond, at the first Richmond event, and also won the 600 at Charlotte. Row 5 has the winner of the first Pocono event, Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside Andrew Perry, the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet. He won the season at the night race at Bristol. Row 6 has Jessica Shelton, the points leader, in the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She won the season at Sonoma. And alongside of her, the winner at New Hampshire, the last stop on the tour, it's Joshua Collar, the number 43 STP Pontiac. Row number 7 has Keith Batson, the Quality Care Ford, car number 88. He'll be alongside Joshua Osborne, the winner this season at Darlington, and again at the second race at Michigan, the Western Auto Chevrolet, car number 17. Row number 8 has Kyle Matthews, number 42 Meliella Pontiac, winner this season at the first race at Martinsville, and also the winner at California this season. He'll be alongside the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile of Trent Dunham for Sega Motorsports. Row number 9 has the winner of the day race at Bristol this season, Charles Sanford, the DuPont Chevrolet, car number 24. He'll be flanked by 3-time winner this season, Chris Dollerton, the number 55 Crown Petroleum Skull Classic Oldsmobile. Chris currently right now sitting, I think, 5th place in the points coming into this race. Dollerton looking strong this season. Osborne, by the way, sits number 4 in the points, and he's not out of this points just yet neither. And neither is Dollerton. Row number 10 has the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. It's Dalton Day. He'll be alongside, he won this season at Rios Marina Circuit. He'll be alongside the winner of Indianapolis in the Brickyard 400, Chelsea Bowles, the Quaker State Buick, car number 26. She is currently 3rd in the points chase. Row number 11 has Zed Weinstein, the Rumpel Furniture Pontiac, car number 70. He'll be alongside Texas winner Jonathan Zorlin, the 71 Lifeboy Chevrolet, driving for Dave Marcus. Row number 12 has Amari Stoudenberg Jr., the number 68 Country Time Oldsmobile. He will be alongside John Gilbert, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet, car number 33. Skull Bandit Oldsmobile, I should say, car number 33, not Chevrolet. Speaking of Chevrolets, here's a Chevrolet, Dawson Wise, at the wheel of the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet, car number 18. He won the season at Las Vegas. He'll be alongside Cole Deaver, the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford. He's second in the rookie points, only to Chelsea Bowles. Then it's Zach Winkle, the Budweiser Ford, car number 11. He won the second Pocono race this season. He'll be alongside 2-time winner Chris Dodd, the number 8 Snickers Buick. He won the Daytona 500 and again at Talladega. And here comes the command to fire the engines here at Dover.
3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines.
And so again, fire the engines. We're going to have a racing here today. There's the rest of the rows, the rest of the field here. Quentin Moore, the first Michigan winner, starting back there, and then as well as two-time winner of the season, Levi McIntyre, the 99 Excite Batteries Ford, the winner of the Pepsi 400, and at this very track at Dover in the spring, he starts back in the pack as well. So his hopes for a Dover sweep is going to have a lot of work to do in 60 laps of distance. So an all Chevrolet front row here, Poteet and Norman, a couple of veterans in NR 2003 ranks, and a couple of buddies too. Move out to number 4 to pace car on the pit road, looking for a green flag, and they did it. We're racing at Dover. Poteet jumping down in front. He wants to get a win this season so badly he can't stand it. But his results have been kind of indifferent here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series this season. In Season 16, he hopes to, as I said, get a win to kind of vindicate himself for this season. And he's off to a fast start, though, starting from the pole. But sometimes starting from the pole doesn't mean jack squat. So we'll see if Poteet can take that and kind of manifest it to a win. 2 laps completed already. Poteet is the leader. Benjamin Miles is in second position. Third, Dylan Young. Michael Norman dropping into fourth. Battle for fifth between Ryan George and Johnny Gardner. Seth Cole goes to high side. Here comes Kev Shear to the inside in car 57. 3 wide right there behind. Joshua Osborne outside of Trent Dunham and Charles Sanford. And now Kyle Matthews goes to high side in car 42 beside Osborne. Off corner number 4 they come. Chelsea Bowles trying to make her way through the field there. She goes inside of Zed Weinstein for position. Weinstein in the 70, Chelsea in the 26 car. Off the 4th corner they come. Getting down to 2 wide right now. Kind of playing it safe here at Dover. Some good racing all the way around this 1 mile racetrack here. Keith Batson going up underneath Charles Hammer. We got a spin and turn in the backstretch, looks like, as the yellow flag is flown for the first time. And it's John Arndt in car number 6, Nick Johnson, and JT Bryant that has crashed. Oh, and the Chevrolet of Paul Minnick, he has crashed. He recently got the Chevrolet back after he had crashed it at Chicagoland Speedway in practice and had to force him to go to an Oldsmobile. And let's look again as to what happened. Bryant, I suspect. Oh yeah, slid up into Zachary Fitzwater in 29. Fitzwater gets off the wall. Bryant goes down the track, hits Joshua Sakuli. Nick Johnson gets off the wall. Sakuli gets into a spin. Puts him right into John Arndt in the 6th car. John goes up the track. Misses the 14 of Jeremy Jones, but he does not miss the 4 of Paul Minnick. And John Arndt right now saying, boy, can my luck ever change in this series and get my 2nd win. And JT Bryant now suddenly, he and Nick Johnson. Oh gosh, tell me Bryant, yep. Bryant's gonna hit the end of the pit wall. So does Nick Johnson in 66. Oh my goodness. That was scary. That is some scary stuff right there. You hit the end of the pit wall, and that's basically a guarantee you're gonna be out of the race for sure. Now, oh my gosh, hard hits for JT Bryant and Nick Johnson. Yeah. Real time. Brother. And believe it or not, at that hit at the end of the pit wall did not knock JT Bryant out of the race. That's really amazing. And something went wrong also with the Johnny Gardner car, apparently, for some reason, and he's now been forced to the back of the pack. But it did knock Nick Johnson out of the race in car 66, so he is out of the race. And so JT Bryant and Paul Minnick will go to the inside. Minnick minus a front end on that number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet. But right now it's Dylan Poteet, the leader of the race. Second position is Benjamin Miles. Third, Dylan Young. Fourth position is Ryan George. Fifth is Michael Norman. Sixth is Seth Cole. Seventh is Andrew Perry. Eighth is Kev Shearer. Ninth, Jessica Shelton. And 10th is Jesse Turner. If this race were to end right now, Dylan Young would be your points leader. Well, obviously, because he came in with a 4-point advantage, and basically all he needs to do is finish ahead of Shelton to take the points lead. So this points battle, I tell you what, they go to the finale at Atlanta looking like this. It's going to be a wild Atlanta race. I will say that if they come into Atlanta looking like that, 4 points over in the top 2 cars. And let's keep an eye on the lap cars of JT Bryant and Paul Minnick. Lap cars sometimes are known to cause trouble. Norman gets by Minnick. Here comes Andrew Perry going by. Shelton going by. And JT Bryant holding up Seth Cole in the 52 car, and he and Kev Shearer and all the others behind him are getting freight trained by the outside lane. And now, well, Paul Minnick's now holding the outside lane up. Well, which line's going to prevail is going to be the question. And Seth Cole goes underneath JT Bryant now. And they are losing. And look at this. This is a 160-mile-an-hour pace lap. And now Bryant's in the middle of the racetrack. Oh, gosh, this is not going to end up very well. Seth goes by. Kev Shearer goes by. Jesse Turner gets blocked. And so, too, in some ways, says Kyle Matthews in 42. And here we go. Here we go. Matthews has crashed. Osborne's crashed. Jesse Turner's crashed. Keith Batson's crashed. Jonathan Zortland. Cole Deaver. I thought I saw Dalton spin. Oh, Matt Dallio, car 15, has crashed. And Levi McIntyre apparently got a piece of it in the 99 car. Charles Sanford got involved here. Osborne. Bowles might have got a piece of it. I don't know if she did or not. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens sometimes with those lap cars. They can cause a lot of trouble, regardless of where it can happen. And classic example of that. It all happened coming out of turn number 4, Calamity Corner at Dover Downs International Speedway. They come out of turn number 4. Charles Sanford, apparently, I don't know what happened. Dalton Day kind of got turned a little bit. John Gilbert gets turned. And there's where it all happened there. Jesse Turner hits the wall right there. There's Osborne. There's Stoudemer gets into it right there. There's Zorlin. Chris Dodd. Sky Common sneaks on the outside lane there. So does McIntyre. I don't think McIntyre got any damage on that 99 car. And Zachary Fitzwater apparently got turned in the 29 car. And John Arns damaged up again in the 6 car. Something tells me the attrition rate's going to be high today here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Averaging 87 miles per hour at this point of this race here. Dylan Poteet continues to lead the race here. Cars out of the race. Nick Johnson, 66. John Arndt in the 6 has crashed out of the race. So has Matt Dallio. So has Dawson Wise. So has Chris Dollerton. That's going to be quite a blow for him in the points. He was here. Dollerton came in this race 5th in the standings. So that's going to be quite a blow for him. in the points chase. He's going to finish down in 37th position. And Cole Deaver, who have been falling back in the points chase because of the performance of Chelsea Bowles, and Deaver's going to finish in 36th position. But right now it's Poteet, Miles, Dylan Young, George, Norman, Shelton, Perry, Cole, Shearer, and Collard, the top 10 in this race here at this moment here. Now several cars are going to be a lap down, so this is going to be fun to watch, to say the least here. Bryant, Minnick, McIntyre, the green flag falls on lap number 18. Fitzwater, Daniel Olson, Trent Dunham, and Joshua Sakuli. And once again, they had that inside lane caught. And oh no, they're 3 wide again. Don't do it, guys. And now we got problems. Oh, and Matthews has crashed again. Sky Commons is upside down in car 22. Stoudemer's involved in the crash. The 11 is Zach Winkle. And I think, oh, Benjamin Miles. And Benjamin Miles has crashed, and so has Ryan George. Shelton's crashed in the 9! Oh, no! And again, Shelton's gonna kill me. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Dylan Young is going to be your new points leader officially because Jessica Shelton again has crashed. Benjamin Miles has crashed. Osborne's crashed. We saw Kyle Matthews crash. Sakuli's crashed. Zach Winkle's crashed. And somebody's going to rip me on this Dover track too. As again, I'm not saying who. Look against the what happened. They got 3 wide coming into turn, going out of turn number 4. It was Matthews, Winkle, and Sky Commons. Yeah. Matthews is going to turn Sky Commons down low. Commons goes up the track, hits the wall, goes into Matthews, into Zach Winkle, and Commons goes upside down. Stoudemer gets involved in the crash. Cole Baker hits Matthews and sends him in a spin. And Benjamin Miles was trying to go for the lead on Dylan Poteet and fell just a bit short. So it was to have been Poteet, Miles, Young, George, Norman, and Shelton, the top 10. Or top 6, I should say. Then watch what happens. Benjamin Miles gets in the Winkle. George gets in the Benjamin Miles. Miles goes into the 9 of Shelton. And that's going to knock her right out of the race again. As I said, she is going to kill me for all this. Paul Minnick gets into the crash. Levi McIntyre gets into the crash. Trent Dunham. Joshua Osborne's in the crash. Oh my gosh. Quentin Moore's in the crash. Keith Batson. Fitzwater, as I said. Average speed of this race, 80.566 miles an hour. This is going to be a long freaking race at Dover. Nick Johnson, John Arndt, Matt Delio, Dawson Weiss, Chris Darton, Gold Deaver, McIntyre, Stoudemer, Commons, Winkle, Miles, Gilbert, George, Sanford and Shelton are all out of the race here. And I'm going to officially say it. Dylan Young will be your new points leader coming out of Dover, unless Chelsea Bowles makes enough headway. And I don't think we're done wrecking yet. This by the way was the second caution of the day, or is that the third caution? I've lost count. Green flag on lap 25. The Dylans pull away. Let's again look at the lap cars. They have been trouble today. Three wide racing right there. Osborne goes underneath Daniel Olson. He wants to get out of this mess, and he does. Dalton Day running in 8th position right now. Joshua Collard going underneath Trent Dunham for position. That's actually not for position. Collard right now, as Kyle Matthews coming in the pit road. Darn pace car. Zed Weinstein gets through. Six cars lined up in about a pace lap style until JT Bryant goes up the track. Now Dunham and Fitzwater go underneath. Chris Dodd gets underneath as well in car number 8. He's running 16th at the moment. 3 wide. Now they get single file again. Paul Minnick in 22nd position. Zorland, Cole Baker, Johnny Gardner running 19th as a battle for the lead's happening between the two Dylans. Dylan Young in 2, Dylan Poteet in 31. Michael Norman running in 3rd position. 4th is Seth Cole. 5th is Kev Shearer. 6th right now is Chelsea Bowles. 7th is Andrew Perry. 8th is Dalton Day. 9th, Joshua Osborne. And 10th position is Joshua Collard. So they come out of turn number 4. Poteet's left for the drop of the green flag. Here comes Dylan Young to the inside in car number 2 to the inside for the lead. And oh, what a points harvest Dylan Young is going to get after this race at Dover, with he running right up front and Jessica Shelton out of the race. And she will officially finish in the race in 27th position, so... But yeah, regardless of how Dylan Young finishes in the top 5 spots, though, it's going to be quite a points harvest, as we said. But now he's battling with his buddy Michael Norman for position. Norman in the 3-car, winner at Chicagoland this season. Young was the winner at, as I said, at Rockingham and again at Kentucky. Seth Cole running in the 4th position. Kev Shear running in 5th. On board Kev Shear's car. And look how high they're winding the RPMs. They're up to about 9,800 and down to about maybe 8,700 coming down through the turns. This track is an engine builder's nightmare here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Johnny Gardner's overhead in the 28 car as Shear goes to the inside now. He goes inside of Gardner. Trying to get a run at the 52 is Seth Cole. Chelsea Bowles following Kev Shear in the 57 car. Bowles in 26. Joshua Sakuli coming out of pit road. This is a challenging place to get off pit road and onto the racetrack, though. Dover Downs is, because you basically have a narrow exit, and now Sakuli again coming down pit road. 35 miles an hour down pit road, and that is a killer for anybody, at least. Green flag subs. Kyle Matthews doing the same thing. Matthews right now running in 25th position, and Sakuli right now running in the 26th position. Dylan Young losing a spot. Michael Norman now goes inside of Poteet, trying to take the lead himself, though. This was the front row for this event. Poteet was on the pole. Norman started second. And all this battling is allowed Seth Cole, Kev Shear, and Chelsea Bowles to possibly make it a 6-car battle for possibly the win. But we still have 22 laps to go this time by here. Norman to the outside. Now goes inside of Dylan Poteet. Lap car ahead, that's JT Bryant in the 10 car. And Poteet kind of uses that 10 as a pick. And now the top 6 are lined up single file, but well, not quite though. Bowles couldn't quite get around JT, so Chelsea kind of drops back a little bit. Last lap by 170.69 miles per hour, and that's faster than what they qualified. We saw laps at 173 on this racetrack. Out of these cars, Poteet has the lead. Here comes Norman back to the inside lane. Dylan Young in third. Fourth is Seth Cole. Kev Shear running in fifth spot. Sixth is Chelsea Bowles. Again, riding along with Kev Shear in car 57. Shear dives to the inside lane on Seth Cole there. They're trying to get around the 29 on Zachary Fitzwater. And let's see what happens now as Poteet approaches his buddy Trent Dunham in number 1 here, and he's also got a lap car Jonathan Zorlin right behind. And you see some leaders that are trying to get a sniff of the draft even off of a lap car. And usually on a 1-mile track you do not talk about drafting at all, but sometimes for the magic of NR 2003 though, anything can happen. Here comes Norman to the inside for the lead. Michael Norman trying for the lead. Poteet has the high side, could be working to his advantage for momentum. It does, but Norman hanging tough to the inside lane, now falls back in behind. Poteet and Dylan Young falls back in behind Norman, I should say. And Joshua Sakuli getting off on the pit road again. Dylan Young losing a spot to Seth Cole in car 52 now. Kev Shear dives inside in 57. Now Chelsea Bowles tries to go inside in 26. Daniel Olson up the track in car 25. Trying to give him room. Chelsea Bowles in 26 just about fell back in behind Daniel Olson. But they are getting down to it here. Poteet has led from the green flag. And Seth Cole now tries to go to the inside of Michael Norman for position as you got veterans in the top 5 spots. Poteet, Norman, Cole, Young, Shear, and the rookie Chelsea Bowles. Chelsea Bowles not only the lead contender for Rookie of the Year, but also hot contender for the championship. In that 26 car, as lap car up ahead, that's Paul Minnick in the number 4 car. Seth Cole goes inside. He shoves Norman up the track. And Cole gets a sniff off of the draft of Poteet's car. Poteet gets hung up behind Minnick. Here comes Seth Cole for the lead. Seth Cole, Dylan Poteet side by side. Cole has a slight advantage to come out turn number 4. Johnny Gardner up ahead. And Minnick almost gets turned by Michael Norman. And they're still side by side. Johnny Gardner is who they're approaching. Poteet gets hung up behind Gardner, and Seth Cole takes the lead now with 10 laps to go at Dover. What a scramble this is going to be. Cole Baker up ahead in car 75. Seth tries to go inside now. And ooh. I thought for a second though Young was gonna duck to the inside and pass Seth Cole. And now Kev Shear goes into the third spot in car 57. Poteet drops to fourth. Norman the fifth. Sixth is now Chelsea Bowles. Cole Baker running in 18th. Johnny Gardner in 19th, so that battle is for position. 7th place is right now is Dalton Day. 8th is Keith Batson. 9th is Joshua Collard. 10th is Zed Weinstein as he's gotten around Joshua Osborne for position. Shear to the inside lane, and Seth Cole gets turned out of the lead! Seth Cole has crashed! We were riding with Kev Shear when it happened! Seth Cole, the leader of the race, gets turned by his buddy Dylan Young out of turn number 4 while getting up to the lap car as the yellow flag flies on lap 53. And they were just up on the back bumper of JT Bryant in the number 10 car. He gets up alongside JT and Dylan Young just flat turns Seth Cole around. Oh my gosh. And into the wall hard. Just missed Michael Norman and Chelsea Bowles both. Oh, and a heartbreaker for Seth Cole. He looked like he had his first win since the Charlotte 500 last season. But alas, a lap car again plays troublemaker. And that was the... And end result was dire straits. Seth does drop to 9th place right now. But with a damaged up back end, who knows? It will be a single file restart, by the way, as we have less than 10 laps to go. And the restart will happen on lap number 58. We'll have 3 laps to go at Dover. And look at the cars out of the all those cars out of the race. So, 15 cars out of the race because of crashes or a mechanical failure or what have you. But can Dylan Young hold them all off for his 3rd win of the year? As I said, the points harvest he's going to get. With him leading and Jessica Shelton finishing 27th because of a crash. And not to mention Chelsea Bowles is also right behind. She could possibly move into 2nd in the points. But the race is not over yet. 3 laps to go. The race is on lap 58. Dylan Young in the lead. 2nd position is Kev Shear. 3rd is Poteet. 4th position is Michael Norman. Shear goes to the inside for the lead. Dylan Young throws the block. Shear may try it again, though. 2 laps to go. Shear dives the inside of the lane. Poteet tries again at Shear. Down the backstretch they go. 5 cars. She can throw a blanket over. It'll be the white flag this time by. Shear pulls back for a run. He goes high side. He tries to dive low. The white flag waves. 1 to go in the Tech Slayer 400. Dylan Young out in front. Car number 2. Shear. Does he have anything to make the move? He pulls back for a run. He goes high. It's not going to happen. Car number 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Dylan Young wins the Tech Slayer 400, his 3rd win of the season. Dylan Young, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. He won at Rockingham. He also won at Kentucky. And now pulls it off at the Monster Mile at Dover. Kev Shear, a hard-fought 2nd place finish for him. 3rd, Dylan Poteet, a great performance for him. Michael Norman 4th. 5th was Chelsea Bowles. 6th place Dalton Day. 7th was Keith Batson. 8th was Joshua Collard. 9th was Zed Weinstein. And Joshua Osborne comes home in 10th position. Average speed 104.743. been a great race that happened here today at Dover. Barring all the caution flags that happened. 11th place was Andrew Perry. 12th was Quentin Moore. 13th, Chris Dodd. Jeremy Jones, 14th. 15th was Jesse Turner. And Seth Cole, like I said, you got to feel for Seth Cole, though, because it looked like he had the race won at Dover. Lap car JT Bryant gets in his way and then gets turned out of the lead with 7 laps to go for the win. But he does end up the last currently lap in 16th position. The cars that were laps down, Jonathan Zorn was 1 lap down in 17th. Daniel Olson 2 laps down in 18th, and so was Johnny Gardner. He was 2 down in 19th. And Cole Baker was 2 down in 20th. JT Bryant 2 down in 21st. 3 lap down cars for Trent Dunham in 21st, and Paul Minnick Trent Dunham in 22nd, Paul Minnick 23rd. Zachary Fitzwater was 4 down in 24th. Kyle Matthews 25th. 26th was Joshua Sakuli, the last of the finishing cars. Cars out of the race: Jessica Shelton, Charles Sanford, Ryan George, John Gilbert, Benjamin Miles, Zach Winkle, Sky Commons, Amari Stoudemire Jr., Levi McIntyre, Cole Deaver, Chris Dollerton, Dawson Wise, Matt Delio, John Arndt, and Nick Johnson. 16 cars out of the race, and some of them were top 5 points contenders. So that's going to hurt them in the points as they go in the race number 32, which will be at Kansas Speedway for the Camping World RV 400. Average speed of 104.743. Congratulations again to Dylan Young as he wins today in the Texas 400 at Dover Downs International Speedway. And that should give him the points. And Chelsea Bowles, I think, should be second place in the points, actually. Because it wasn't... The point spread wasn't really all that much going into this event. So the points battle just keeps getting bigger and bigger as the season winds down in its final 10 races here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You know, in our races, gaming videos, you never know what the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, will have in store for this channel. So this is James Qualls. We'll see you at Kansas Speedway. It's been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.